All right, we are ready to start part 2 of the 45-minute lesson. This is the part where I will start with a signing tip, kind of explaining what is a good thing to do with kids. Each class has their own different signing tip. Again, this is in the Baby Signing Time curriculum, and I just pull it out of there. So today's class was explaining that repetition is the key. Whether they walk away with this class with just, like one more sign, like, oh, great, I know the sign for please, then that's fantastic. That's great that they just know that one sign. But trying to incorporate it into their daily lives, and that it's not to worry that they don't know how to sign everything. They're learning the vocabulary right now to kind of get started. But if you do know that your toddler would like more, sign more. Kind of see if you can wait, and you're like, oh, you're waiting for them to sign more again, and I show them, like, sometimes more is not going to look like this. It might look like this. It might look like this. But again, keep showing them the correct adult sign, and eventually that dexterity will get there. And then I kind of show them part 2 of some of the signs. So in this part, we're going to talk about like washing hands, and we're going to talk about soap, and we're going to talk about things that are dirty and things that are clean, and water. And then I'll go over it again, like water, it looks like a W, thumb and pinky stick, and your W bounces on your chin. Washing hands looks just like you're washing your hands. Soap, remember you want a lot of soap, so you take your hand and you scoop a bunch of soap out of your soap dish. And then dirty, your fingers wiggle right underneath because so much dirty stuff fell down. And then clean, oh, it's nice and clean. And it could be clean, that could be nice. And then later, oh my goodness, thank you for cleaning up. Do you remember when we cleaned up earlier? And showing them how I could use those signs in that daily life. And then we sing the song, I wash my hands, I wash my hands. And then we wash our hands, we wash our hands. And then we just kind of practice the signs throughout the song. Again, if kids, you can see that a lot of my children have already moved. Sometimes kids come crawl in my lap, or they'll come sit on you. This parent has a smaller child that is not mobile yet, so they are hanging out. That's great. Otherwise, you can see that my kids have already moved around. I've got a kid over here that is upside down playing in the toys. Someone else is crying. Just keep on going. And then I keep on, so as I keep on going, after we do our washing hands, I might read another story. I've got one called The Polite Elephant. And then, especially since you do see my kids all around, for our rhyme, I had brought those frogs, those little tiny Tims. I make sure that I have plenty to give to everyone, either, for the kids. Sometimes they're sharing, some they don't want to share, some for the grown-ups. And I try to, pass out a little frog, and I say, oh, guys, I've got a friend. His name is Tiny Tim. You won't believe what Tiny Tim did the other day. You know what I did? I put him in the bathtub to see if he could swim. Yep, this little guy right here. And you know what he did? He drank up all the water, and he ate up all the soap, and then he burped last night from a bubble in his throat. Here, can you hold a Tiny Tim? And you have a Tiny Tim? Everyone gets a little Tiny Tim, and we pass around. It's like, all right, let's see if we can do that again. And so I have a little frog. His name is Tiny Tim. I put him in the bathtub to see if he could swim. He drank up all the water. He ate up all the soap, and then he burped last night from a bubble in his throat. All right, let's do that one more time. I've got something we can do one more time. And then by this time, the parents kind of know what's going on for the song. I'll say, I have a little frog. His name is Tiny Tim. I put him in the bathtub to see if he could swim. He drank up all the water. He ate up all the soap. And then he burped last night from a bubble in his throat. And that always gets, some laughs, and seeing the bubbles come out again make the kids happy. And then we do another song called Bringing Home a Baby Bumblebee. This time I would probably have the lyrics up on my board, just because it's a long line, and I'll have the words in all uppercase for the signs that we're doing. So maybe I'll show mommy, the sign for dirty, the sign for clean, and then we sing the song. And I kind of give them songs like, this is the song kind of how it goes, especially if it's a tune. We'll do one here in a second, but I'll be, I'm bringing home my baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? I'm bringing home my baby bumblebee. oh, it stung me. Oh, we got an owie. And then going through the song about, oh, it's so squishy, it's dirty, oh, I'm cleaning up my baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? And then so forth. For another song, when I was talking to the kids about washing hands, I say, hey guys, I came up with a song. Sometimes when you're washing your hands, you say you want to do it for like a couple times through the ABC songs. I was always trying to encourage my kids to wash their hands in their tops and bottoms, their ins and outs. So to the tune of Frere Jacques, now you'll kind of, I'm not a musician whatsoever, but I go, to give them that tune. And I go, tops and bottoms, in and out, in and out. Rub 'em, scrub 'em, scrub 'em, in and out. Tops and bottoms. That's a great way to make sure that they're getting all their hands nice and clean. There we go. And then we move on to an activity where they can pick their own little stuffed animals. They can do their hand washing. And I have alcohol-free foaming hand sanitizer. Got it off of Amazon. And I just give them a little squirt. And I was like, guys, can you practice washing your hands? And then they will go around, practice washing their hands if they want to. If the parent doesn't want to practice washing their hands, that's when I will bring back out a scarf again and say, this is a great way to, practice. You can just pretend like these are your bubbles, or you can get pom-pom balls or little poof balls and stuff like that to kind of practice it. And then we kind of finish the whole class out with a bubble dance. Again, if there's a good song that themes well with it, or we will just do the Hopkins hop, and we, do, and we have bubble time through that song. When the song is all done, it wraps up into a really nice, trying to be things that are all done. So we're finished, and I say, oh, bubbles are all done. We say we're all done. And then we do the theme song again with the all done, baby signing time. And then I say, thank you, baby signing time. Do bye-bye, it's just like you're waiting bye-bye, bye, baby signing time. Then that kind of ends class, and I thank the parents. I say, do you guys have any questions? If we did have, extra time, making sure to review the signs that we had before, washing hands, soap, explain that, in the materials that I have, they have certain signs, but kind of in their little take-home sheet, I have a list down at the bottom of like, hey, these were signs that are part of the Babysitting Time curriculum, and then here kind of, I call them like the bonus signs for this class that may have not been in this exact flashcard set. So like, dirty, if we were doing mom, and stuff like that. But that's kind of how I run my classes. So thanks so much for listening, and bye. Bye-bye.